Yeah, we'll see if that's what's going to be happening here. We've got pre-bans coming out very, very shortly. I see they share a Gianna. I'm not seeing a Gianna in these pre-bans yet.
Yeah, and we see Spires at 2059. I believe he's ranked 20-something in the world right now, so definitely a high ranking. Don't see his wings a lot either, so his win rate must be pretty high. Does have a lot of LDs. He does have first pick. I am surprised that this countdown is taking this long, though, because usually when you've done your homework, there's $100-some thousand on the line. You want to do your homework and know exactly what you're going to pre-ban. So we see the Yunhong taken out, and we see the Shizuka taken out from KAIJUNO.
Yeah, Shizuka is a very interesting pre-ban. I'm curious if that's because Spires doesn't have the Shizuka. With all the LDs that he has, he may not have a Shizuka, if that's why it's getting pre-banned here. Very interesting. First pick is going to be that unit that they both share, Gianna's being drafted.
Interesting choice of the Shizuka pre-ban, but it might be because he decided to go with the Gianna and did not want to give his opponent basically an AoE stun, so it makes a lot of sense there. And then we see KAIJUNO countering with the Masha, but I'm not sure about that Riley so early. It's a bit passive, I think.
Definitely an early pick on the Riley, but we'll see if it pays off for KAIJUNO. Masha, an excellent first pick unit. We've seen it multiple times on many occasions. A very powerful unit. Spires, looking to respond with an Oliver and Molly.
Yeah, very interesting pick here of like passive against passive here. I'm mixed on the Oliver pick because Oliver can get nuked down by the Masha so quickly. And Gianna does control the Masha, but not terribly well. It'll depend on the runes on the Masha. And then the Molly pick here is kind of weird because you have two semi-squishy units here and fast units mixed with the Molly.
Whoa, a Mook Wool, I believe is his name. The deck painter coming in for KAIJUNO. He almost ran out of time on that draft, and then Ethna was the next unit to get locked in.
I love this pick by KAIJUNO here. I saw him actually practicing last night in the noob room with the Mook Wall, putting that taunt up on the Riley here. Mook Wall strip also provides glancing across the field, so that's a very big deal in the Spires team here. I think we're looking at a Molly ban from KAIJUNO is what he's ankling towards, and Spires with a great pick on that Wusa here, probably looking like he's taking out that Ethna, which is going to threaten and do a lot of damage to his team.
Ooh, taking back the Bulwark and going with the Praha. Ooh, KAIJUNO very quick to lock in that Diana as well.
Yeah, very quick Diana pick. I'm not sure if he should have done that. He's telegraphing a ban on the Molly here, and I think we're going to see a ban on the Ethna here from Spires, but he should also think about the Diana. It's going to be one of those two win units. Takes out the Diana, does not want to face the 22%, and the takeout on the Gianna is interesting, but makes a lot of sense given the fact that he does have a lot of AoE buffs on his side.
Well, speed lead for Spires. We got a crit rate lead coming out for KAIJUNO. We've got our first match between the two of them. Let's see who's going to be taking first turn as we get into it.
Yeah, and we see a lot of aggression coming out from KAIJUNO's side. He has an Ethna into a Masha here. Spires is going to need to hang on. Does have a Molly and Wusa for defensive purposes. So Spires definitely has a better long game here, but KAIJUNO has a lot of burst.
Yep. Great little resist and not getting stunned up there. Puts that second skill on top of the Ethna. Ethna seems to be the unit of focus for Spires right now. Gets his crits, though, especially with that Praha onto that Ethna.
Yeah, and it's also able to reduce the attack bar of the Riley, so absolutely huge. This Ethna's made of absolute paper here. Almost dead with just a couple of easy shots here, so Spires definitely looking to take out that Ethna here, but unfortunately for him, there's a taunt up on that Riley.
Yeah, definitely. Throws that threat state on top of the Riley, forcing Spires' team to have to go after that Riley here. We've got second skill is locked and loaded on the Masha. Let's see if he chooses to use it or not.
Yeah, and I'm not sure about that second skill there. I think he might have run out of time in an autoed. I think he should have saved it for the Oliver, which tends to rotate out of immunity as it's doing now. That would have been a great kill opportunity for KAIJUNO, but unfortunately Masha does not have second skill here. Spires needs to land this strip here, or might just choose to auto attack that Ethna here and do a lot of damage.
Yeah, looking at that auto, one defense break is going to be coming through here. We do get an initial turn coming out of the Wusa. It's going to be a first skill into the Ethna. Definitely not enough to take out this Ethna just yet, but we're going to have Oliver chasing the tail of Molly here after this turn.
Yeah, and when you look at KAIJUNO's team here, once this Ethna goes down, if this Ethna goes down, he doesn't have a great response into the water units of Spire here. So KAIJUNO needs to keep this Ethna alive if he wants any chance of winning this match.
Ooh, there's that skill 3 with the additional turn. Mook Wall is going to be cutting in there. Looking for the attack bar reduction, not receiving it. Masha looking to get the slow on top of the Oliver, not receiving it here. Second skill going out onto the Ethna. Spires taking down that Ethna there.
Spires taking out that Ethna and also landing the strip onto the Masha, so Masha does not have attack buff anymore. KAIJUNO lacks a lot of damage in his Spires team. He has a Molly backing him up, and a Wusa, and a Praha here. I don't see how KAIJUNO is going to take out any unit of Spires.
Ooh, there's Oliver with the third skill. Look for the reset on top of the Mook Wall. Does not get the reset, but got the attack bar reduction, though.
Yeah, and Oliver's just procking away, doing Oliver things here. That's why it's so oppressive on the ladder here. Has reset the Masha and missed the reset on the Mook Wall, but it doesn't matter here. Spires is going to be able to wear down his opponent. KAIJUNO needs to find a window of opportunity, but it's looking kind of difficult here with so much survivability on Spire's side.
Yeah, definitely trying to keep himself alive with the Riley turns. Riley able to heal up his team so much here. Potentially going to be seeing a third skill, Wish of Immortality, coming out, getting that shield and immunity for Spire's team here. No additional turn, maybe a possible strip there on the immunity on top of the Masha. Let's see what this Molly can do.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of back and forth here, and Spires basically needs to keep the attack bars of the Riley down, keep the attack bars of the Mook Wall down to deny the healing of KAIJUNO and take down those units slowly. KAIJUNO needs to find an opportunity to land a defense break and get burst to take out Spire's units, which means landing that through the Molly, which is not easy.
Yeah, there's that third skill, second skill coming out of the Wusa onto the Mook Wall. We've got Oliver giving this Riley a ton of attention right now. See if he gets that additional turn. Does not get the additional turn on top of the Oliver. He's really trying to pummel the damage on top of the Mook Wall.
Yeah, and Oliver just non-stop proccing, keeping these units down. That's a lot of damage coming out to that Oliver.
It's a lot of damage indeed. If KAIJUNO is able to get the additional turn to capitalize off that defense break on top of the Oliver, Spires might be in a little bit of trouble. We'll find out if he's able to get an opportunity like that. A lot of sustain, though, coming out of this Riley, even to keep KAIJUNO's team up.
A lot of sustain coming out, but there's also a lot of damage that's going to be coming onto this Mook Wall. That Praha does hit really hard here, and KAIJUNO does not have enough damage for a long period of time, so he's going to need to play some defense here, and he's going to need to take out, keep his units alive.
Ooh, nice little Despair stun coming from the Mook Wall onto the Praha. See that third skill going out onto the Mook Wall, getting the reset attack bar reduction as well. Second skill is available. Really trying to take care of that Mook Wall. Is the additional turn coming out of Wusa? No! Mook Wall does stay alive here, and it might be able to hold on.
No, does not hold on from the crit from the Molly. Takes him out here, and KAIJUNO is not going to be able to take this with 2 units left.
There you have it. Spires taking round 1 away from KAIJUNO.
Yeah, and that match really came down to Spires having a better long-term game plan. KAIJUNO really needed basically a 22% chance or less because he needed to land defense break with the Masha and proc to be able to take out a unit. Not able to do so, and was not able to take that game down.
No, Oliver was trying to pummel in so much damage for so long. Riley keeping up the team, making that match go just even longer, but too many additional turns. That Oliver, just doing those Oliver things, man, worked out so well for Spires. I'm curious if that's going to be a possible pre-ban as we get into the second match.
I think the pre-bans really still need to be LD units in this matchup. There's just too many LD units that both players have there. But yeah, that Oliver looks like every Oliver I face on the matchup. My Oliver never procs like that. And somehow all of my opponent's Olivers do that. That thing just kept procking and procking, and that definitely helps Spires do a lot of damage there to KAIJUNO.
No pre-bans from last time. Yonhong and Shizuka are going to be available here.
Yeah, so in this situation here, I think really you need to take out LD units. KAIJUNO takes out the Molly, and I'm not sure about the Molly takeout. I really think you should be thinking about things like Gurkha or things like some other LD units like a Tian Lang here. But I think KAIJUNO is going to lay down a Masha first if he goes with the Molly pre-ban, and that's exactly what he does.
Yep, KAIJUNO locking in that Masha. It was working well for him last time. Spires locking in that Oliver, and that worked very well for him last time.
Yeah, I mean, when the Oliver procs that much, it's pretty hard to stop. Really like the response of the Oliver Miles. This is exactly what Seishi Zo plays into Masha. So great pick here. Allows him flexibility of speed and also damage from the Miles.
Ooh, KAIJUNO doing something I am not a fan of at all. So he's showing a similar strategy that he was using in the previous match, giving Spires no reason to even think anything otherwise. He's bringing out the Riley and that Mook Wall again.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a Changpeng or some sort of AoE units. Bolvark makes a lot of sense. You have a lot of AoE buff providing units. And then, of course, Mo Long, very good unit into KAIJUNO's team because there is no threat coming out from KAIJUNO. KAIJUNO needs to take something to disrupt Spire's side, whether it is a Nana, which is probably not the right pick because it's not a lot of damage, or some sort of wind damage unit. Probably a is that a Dark Archer?
That is a Dark Archer.
Seen that.
So it looks like it's going to be another result of Threat State getting placed onto a Dark Archer. I do like the Wind Monkey King, though.
I definitely like the Wind Monkey King here, but that Dark Archer is a very interesting pick. Spire's very confused here. Laying down the Juno makes a lot of sense in terms of why he would think about that, but I think the Wusa is also perfectly fine. It tells me he's not scared of this Masha here. Might be taking out the Dark Archer just because it's a weird unit, but I think the Wind Monkey is probably a better takeout here. Wind Monkey just so good in the Spire's team. I think that makes a lot of sense. So either the Dark Archer or the Wind Monkey is going to be one of the units. Take out one of the threat units. Riley's not a non-factor, and you've also laid down a Bulwark, so you're probably leaving the Riley.
Ooh,
I guess not.
Well, Riley's going to get the ban here, and Bolvac is going to get the ban as well. I think it worked out for Spires a little bit here. Speed lead for him, HP lead for KAIJUNO. We have a very interesting second match here. Can Spires finish him up with the 2-0, or can KAIJUNO try to hold on for one more match?
Wow, Inspire's so much faster here. He's probably going to take a unit out off the bat with the Miles Molong. There looks like there's no runes on this Dark Archer. You look at the Molong moving Lex. This Dark Archer is going to be drafted and never take a turn in SWC. So I'm curious to know why this unit was drafted when it moves so slowly, because that unit's gone.
Wow, big second skill from the Wusa. The Reckless Assault is primed and ready to deal so much damage and take out that Islam. Let's see if that's what's going to happen here. We've just got a little first skill and a nice stun from the Wind Monkey King.
Yeah, nice stun from the Wind Monkey King, doing lots of damage there. But KAIJUNO's on a back foot, drafting a Dark Archer and losing it off the bat here. But super lucky with the Despair Stuns onto that Wusa. That's a very big Despair Stun.
Yeah, and a really nice defense break sitting on top of that Oliver as well. Whoa! Double stun coming out of the second skill from Molong.
Huge double stun from Molong, looking like it's Molong from 2018 here. Stunning wind here, so KAIJUNO getting super unlucky here. And of course, Spires is going to be able to regain control. He has shields coming up from the Wusa next, which is going to protect his team, and he's going to be able to use Miles to slowly take down another unit.
And that was a beautiful reset on top of the Mook wall. Looks like he's going to try and take the Wind Monkey King out now. Beautiful defense break coming out of Molong. We're going to see Miles try to take advantage of that.
Yeah, lots of damage coming out from Spire's side here. KAIJUNO has no healing, so that Wind Monkey is going to go down here. KAIJUNO can take out that Oliver, but I don't think he has a response to the 3 water units from Spire's side of the field.
I don't think he does either. Looking at a first skill to try and drop that Oliver. We got the third skill primed and ready with this Oliver here. Does get the attack bar reduction. Defense break sitting on top of that Wind Monkey King. I believe the second skill is going to be enough here. He gets the additional turn as well. Drops that Wind Monkey King. Spire's looking so good.
Spires looking absolutely incredible here. Just so much aggression, so much protection. Well-balanced draft here. KAIJUNO just not able to land to do anything in this matchup here. And that Masha, while it's a strong unit, is not going to be able to do anything.
That's right. These water units looking really, really powerful against this Masha. KAIJUNO thinking about that bottom left to see if he presses it or not. Chooses to stay in the match, though.
Yeah, despite Summoner's War being around for 8 years now, we haven't taught players how to quit out of matches. So KAIJUNO definitely needs to figure out where that quit button is, because this match is over.
There it is, Miles with the big stun. Wusa looking for the finish here. Throws up the Wish of Immortality, being safe, making those safe plays. Spire with the Reckless Assault, and finishing off KAIJUNO here. Spires 2-0ing KAIJUNO.